afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill. That is the Coffee Company. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. We are enjoying this Friday afternoon. We've actually done some work. Well, not actual work, because we still need to do some coffee orders. We need to send some coffee out for everyone. And we're gonna chill out here. But we've done some admin, and we've put a lot of issues that we were supposed to do, and we've done them. So that's really good. We've finally got my tarpaulin up, so it's not so hot in here. And we've put my chain, so now my table is no longer nickable. But shouldn't have had to have done that. But unfortunately, people want to steal things. But hopefully everyone is well. Hopefully everyone is good. How is everyone? How is everyone? But yeah, we need a coffee though. We're certainly going to need a coffee. But before we have a coffee, let's see who is in the chat. We've got the #1 Agambar in the world. Hello, sir. Hopefully you're well, Chris. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Friday. Mr. Jason Bell. Hello, sir. Hello. Big up, Ben, and happy Friday to everyone. Happy Friday to you indeed as well. Hopefully you're good. The sheriff is in the house. Catfish be warned. Afternoon, Ben, and the chat. Afternoon, Mark. Hopefully you're doing great. Lovely to see you as always. A big up the new Mabs picture. We love good old Gary Mabbott. Coover. Big up, Coovs. Hopefully you're well, buddy. Big up, Ben, and all in the chat. Big up, Coovs. Hopefully you are well. We've got the Curls of Doom on Twitch. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Ben, just got myself a cup of coffee. How are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm no longer boiling because of my tarpaulin. It's a bit darker in here, so we do actually need to up the brightness so I can see myself. But doing great. Hopefully you're doing well. And proud to be a Geordie's in the house. Hello, proud to be a Geordie. Shout out to us fat people struggling in this heat. Fatty lives matter. Indeed, they do. They do indeed. I want to say thank you to everyone for 300 subscribers. It's taken a long time to get to that number. It's taken a lot more than I thought it would, but thank you to everyone that has subscribed in recent days. So a massive thank you to Perch for making every one of his subscribers subscribe to me in chat. So thank you to everyone. Means a lot. We're hopefully going to go further than that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many people you've got. It's all that matters is the people you've got. So we've hit a milestone, and the next one is 350. We need to try and get to 350 now, and up and beyond. We have spent a lot of time on this channel trying to do things we think is the right thing, which is be nice to people, treat people with respect, community matters, and we're just going to be good people. Talk about stuff, we're going to have fun, good conversations, and we're just not going to be an arsehole. So that's all that matters. So thank you so much for 300 subscribers, and here's to the next 50 subscribers, hopefully. We need to get there. We need to get there. Quality. Big up, Ben, and everyone in chat. Hello, Mr. Tom, sir. Hopefully you're doing good. Lovely to see you in chat as always. Congrats, 300. So it's Sparta. We are officially Sparta. Yes, we are the 300. 300 coffee beans. Chris Agambar, quality over quantity. Yes, I am. Great. Yes, you are, sir. You are indeed. Morning all. F's sake. It's finally Friday. A long weekend. Yes, indeed. Indeed. I'm going to spend 2 days asleep if I can even go to sleep in this weather. It's quite a warm day today, 26 degrees centigrade. So it's warm. It is warm indeed. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Sheriff. Hello. Thank you, sir. But it's time for a coffee, isn't it? We're going to do an iced coffee. We need an iced coffee. We need an iced coffee. So we're going to use a wine glass. We're going to do an iced coffee. loads of ice is what we need. And we need to use Kauffie on tour because I love Kauffie on tour. The weather is still so much hotter in the UK than Austria. It's really the wrong way around. Yes, it is. Yeah, yeah. We're going to need an iced coffee. It's hot. I've actually upped the dosage on Kauffie on tour just to give it a bit more of that tasty cinnamon flavour. Don't tempt me with one of your iced coffees. Soon I'll have to have one of those again. Absolutely. Hit the like button. Cheers. Thank you, sir. Afternoon, Ben, and everyone in chat. Well done on 300. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Big up, Stu Boy. Did you catch that trade? I've not watched it at all, but you weren't asking me, so. But what is your go-to coffee? For me, it's a cappuccino. Mostly it's my go-to. And I like Brazilian coffee, personally. But I do like my Costa Rican stuff as well. It's what we've got on tap at the moment. But in this weather, it's time for iced coffee. What coffee? What can we use? Let's use this one. Don't like using that, but we actually need to go and get milk. We're running out of milk again. That's something we'll do after the stream. This is what we've got to do. And now we've got one of my favourite. So yes, I did. Tracer Chado is going to be tough facing Canada without Destin McKennie though. Yep. Big up Bucket Hat Crew. Loving the hat bin. Got a nice collection of buckets. Yeah, I bought this before I went to the States. From Scotch and Soda in Covent Garden. It's a marriage out of a necessity with this bucket hat. I was gonna get one from Uniqlo because everyone knows how much I like Uniqlo. Big fan. But I went to next door and they didn't have any men's bucket hats in this weather, which is pretty ridiculous, really. But went next door. Scotch and Soda had this one. It looks cool. It's reversible. Keep losing the stream. Must be the weather. Might be. It might be. Computer might be running hot. Is it the stream running right for everyone else, or is it just a Stu Boy issue? I'm getting caught up in the highlights. It's going to be much more difficult. A win over Mexico is worth it. Yeah. Brazilian. I like Brazilian. But your comments are coming all in the wrong order. Make sure you have oats as I'll be in next week or the other week. Great stuff, Stu Boy. I've got some oats. I've got oats. Was working at Covent Garden last night. Absolute madness. Yeah, it's hot. Working good here on Twitch. Good stuff, Mel. Or Curls. Whatever. That's too difficult because I know you in person and I see your Twitch name. Cheers, everyone. It's good to let that settle. Good to let that settle. Stream's good. Good stuff. No worries. All good. Great stuff. Great stuff. But what's everyone going to be up to this weekend? There's nothing to do. What do we do in this weather? Let's have a look at the weather. We're gonna have a second bit of a heat wave. Not this week. Oh, we got thunderstorms. Great. Maybe I should order. It's Miss Becky walking past. Big up, Becky. Becky's lovely. I'm half watching and half ordering a fridge full of salad and cold meats. Yeah. I can't see myself using a kettle, microwave, or oven for a few months at least. Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult. No, just me phone in the gym canteen. Yeah, it's a difficult one. A bit of caramel in that? No, I don't put caramel in my coffee. I need to actually make some caramel syrup, but it's effort. It's effort that I don't want to do. But that doesn't need anything in there. That's a tasty coffee. That is a tasty coffee already. Doesn't need it. So it's going to be warm this weekend. Rain on Sunday. Thank God. Speaking of rain, I probably should water my tree a bit more. You right, mate? Do you have cafeteria pizza? I'm going to deliver some on Monday. Do you want me to grind that for you? Yeah? That's why I don't go away. I need ink. Never ending. Take literally 20 seconds. Yeah, right there, right in the sun. Looks good, yeah, it is. Went Morden yesterday, had a nice finish ship done. Great stuff. Not bad. Nice chippy tea. It's always great. Shocking fancy having to do some work, didn't you know? Didn't she know you were like, nope. Bloody customers. Don't they know he's streaming? I mean, it's part of the shop, isn't it? You never know who's going to come through the door. That is the whole point of the coffee. You never know who's going to come through that door. But always willing to do a bit of work. But 2 seconds out my day it's not gonna cause any problem. People expecting to get coffee in a coffee shop. Outrageous, absolutely. It's Bobby K. It's Bobby K. Big up. Lovely to see you, Bobby. Hopefully having a great day at work. I need to make sure Streamlabs is actually working because apparently Streamlabs was not working. So let's log into that. We can do things on the fly, I think. Log in. Here we go. It should be working. But Moondog sent a tip 2 days ago, so thank you to Moondog. So thank you to Moondog. I need to calculate how many tips I've made because if you don't know, because there are a few new subscribers about, we take money through either our PayPal donation link and through Streamlabs, and all the money that we raise via Streamlabs are going towards a little project I've got going. Everyone knows that I am trying to learn. I'm a fledgling guitar player. And we are doing a project where we're going to build a Stratocaster style guitar. So all proceeds made via the tip link go towards the Kauffie caster. And hopefully that will be done soon. We've got a few donations in. The next purchase on that project is going to be the neck. Maybe that's something I can do this weekend. If my dad has cleaned out his workshop and there is space on the workbench, we will be doing it. But the tip link is here in the chat. I don't know if it works. It might do. It's whether it's in the chat. But yes, we need to buy a neck for the guitar. I was going to get one that's unfinished, but I think I'm just going to get a finished one now. Even with the decal I bought. Melanie has put a cool guitar with finger emoji. It's a great stuff. Bloody hell, it's supposed to be summer over here. It's 54, 12 cents. I'd rather that. It's only early for you though, Ian. Give it time, mate. Give it time. Let's have a look what the weather's going to be in Cincinnati. Because we can. Because we're nosy. Cincinnati, Ohio. It's meant to be 25 today, Ian. That's perfect weather. Saying that, next Saturday it's going to be 35 degrees centigrade for you. I do not envy you at all. You got perfect weather. It's a cool morning. I don't understand how people like hot weather. I'm exactly the same. I'm of Eastern European heritage, so I do not like it hot. I cannot deal with it. But different strokes for different folks. Whatever floats your goat. Love this weather. If this is global warming, bring it on, I say. I mean, this is summer weather. This is the way it usually is in the UK, 25 centigrade. It's when it starts getting in the 30s is when I don't like it. But now it's fine. Woke up this morning feeling like I slept in a fridge. That's what I get for leaving the windows open. Yeah. I could do with a new neck. I have loads of chins though. Yeah. The sun is overrated. Kane is the main man. Absolutely. Problem is that most houses are built for the warm, not built for the... Absolutely. They're literally heat storage. Yeah, that's what they are. Especially in the UK. Aside from a little... Oh, God. We're not talking politics in here. No politics. But it's beyond me. It's not beyond me why it's not made for this. Absolutely. That Germany can be very warm because it's landlocked. But it's true. We are not meant for this weather. My ancestors came from bloody Mariupol. and it's not that weather there. It's we are. That's why my family we're seagoing people, but we like a bit of breeze. This is we're not meant for this. I like hot weather, and I'm also obviously. It's different strokes for different folks. Depends what part of Eastern Europe you're from. A sunny day in Scotland is overcast and rain. Absolutely, that's a fact. That is just a fact. But I do love when we were in Scotland last. Not last. Was it last year? It's after the second lockdown, as you could call it. Haha. It was lovely. It was beautiful and sunny. I love Scotland's Highland. I love Scotland. Scotland's a wonderful country. A wonderful, wonderful country. North of Inverness, we stayed in. With no, it was during the Euros. It was during the Euros, whenever the Euros were. Yes, it was the Euro. Email our answer after. Scotland's wonderful. Countryside. That's where I belong, really, the countryside. It will rain soon. Isn't Glastonbury soon? It probably will. Glasgow is probably soon. Not that I like Glasgow. Glasgow is not what it was. We need to have a rock and roll music festival. There are no, probably because there's no rock bands, or no good rock bands. We need some good rock bands. There's plenty good country players. There's a few good rock guitar players. There's a few blues players that are coming through. You've got the likes of Kingfish, and you've got Marcus King, that are fantastic. But there's no rock and roll players, and rock and roll is now the music. If you look at Spotify, people are listening to Led Zeppelin. That's what people are listening to because Led Zeppelin is good. Scotland is a beautiful country, great views, absolutely. Although I have Latvian, Belarus, and Mongolian heritage. Those countries can get hot. Latvia and Belarus can get hot, and Mongolia can be really hot as well. Back to work, unfortunately. Have a great weekend, everyone. Have a great weekend, Bobby. I will speak to you soon, very probably. Follow that man's channel if you haven't already. Bring back Woodstock. Absolutely, bring back Woodstock. Shalom, Achi. Shalom, Amir. Lovely to see you in there as always, buddy. Hopefully you are well. Always lovely to see you, Amir. I live 20 minutes from Glasgow and I have never been. That says it all, really, doesn't it? It's for people, hipsters in London now. It's not what it was. Long are the days when it was Eric Clapton and Cream and being bands like that. It's a long way since it was that. Love Led Zeppelin. Always been my go-to band when I'm chilling out. 4 of the greatest musicians of their era in the same group takes some beating. The only other group that has that many stars in is the Eagles. Led Zeppelin weren't a super group because I think the 2 superstars in that band were Robert Plant and Jimmy Page, obviously. But the Eagles, if you look at the Eagles and every single member of the Eagles, whether it's Don Felder or I can never remember their names. If you look at the Eagles, every single member of that band could have been the main member of another band. They were that good. The Eagles are phenomenal. The Eagles are fantastic. They are the first real super group. I love the Eagles. Yes, Benji. Benji, it's your old mucker Belchy here as always. Lovely to see you, Belchy. Hopefully you're doing great. Live 5 minutes from where V Festival was. Yeah, V Festival used to be quite decent. But needs to be more rock and roll bands. We need rock and roll back. Rock and roll is coming back though, with like YouTubers that are doing really well at the moment. 3 of them off the top of my head. Rhett Scholl does a lot of rock inspired videos. Rick Beato, the biggest of them all in terms of that community, rock and roll all the time. You've got the Andersons boys that do rock and roll stuff. Then you've got Matthew Scott that does a lot of blues inspired rock and roll songs. There are a lot of rock and roll inspired YouTubers coming out at the moment. There's some really good ones, and you've got people like Rabea. Rabea's really good. And you've got Rob Chapman with his line of Chapman guitars. You've got loads of rock inspired guitar players out at the moment. Obviously, a lot of them are more bluesy based, but rock and blues equals rock and roll, as well as gospel and country and all that stuff. Saw Sam Fender at Sim Jay's the other day. That was a special day. I bet it was. I bet it was great. It's really weird because I've been listening recently. I've been listening to quite a bit of John Mayer recently, just because it's been popping up on YouTube. The man is a god. He's so good. If you've never listened to the song Neon by John Mayer, listen to it. It's one of the most difficult songs as a guitar player you could play. It's so difficult. And he does that song whilst plays that really difficult, intricate guitar part. He uses his index finger. He's got it's almost a bit Chet Atkinsy really, but he said he's using these 2 fingers rather than using all the fingers. John Mayer's fantastic. Neon is a great song as well. Play that guitar part while singing. Not many people can do that. John Mayer's given a lot of flack from a lot of the guitar guys. They're not really. They're mostly people in forums. They're mostly people in forums that like to shout at people because they think they know best. There are guitar players on the internet. He's great. He's a blues-inspired player that plays pop. Blues pop. He's an unbelievable player. He's probably one of the best at the moment. Cream were the first supergroup, unless you count the Beatles, who had successful solo careers. But they weren't a supergroup until they hit America. The Eagles, you could say Ginger Baker and Eric Clapton, but you could say that. You could probably say that at a stretch. But they're only 3. They're you just got. It's definitely a good one. Seen them 9F Blues Breakers in Southend. Sorry, I thought you said John Mayer is another player. Happy Catman, na Catman. Big up Catman. Big up Coffin crew. Lovely to see you, Catman and Daniel. Hopefully you're doing great. We're having a chill day today, talking about stuff as we always do. There's the player you all need to listen to though. I don't even know if you like this. Kauffie would like him if he's ever listened to him. Tim Henson. He plays for Polyphia, which is a progressive metal band. Tim Henson is a monster. He is a monster. Like he is awesome. Like I don't listen to that style of music. I'm not someone that usually listens to metal, and if it is metal, it's more like the 80s stuff, 80s, 90s stuff, so Metallica, Megadeth, Sabbath. That's more 70s. I listen to the more of the classicer metal bands, but more hard rockish influenced. But for Tim Henson to have the audacity to play a nylon string guitar in a metal band. He is a monster. Absolutely incredible. Wasn't paying attention. I thought you said Tim Henson. Big up, five guys, and you know you are. Big up. Cosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, another. Cool. Tim Henson, if you like progressive metal, listen to Polyphia. Tim Henson is a monster. I was going to say, didn't he play tennis? Absolutely, yeah. Great stuff. What do you make of Steve? He was super. I love Stevie Ray Vaughan. Stevie Ray is great. We'll pay attention, fire guys. Big up, Carl. Absolutely, big up, Carl. You're right, Ben. I quite like Polyphia. Any group that are heavy on the electric guitar sound gets me going. I consider the Kinks the first supergroup, but I'm almost certainly biased. Kinks are good. There's quite a few bands that can say they were the first super. I wouldn't put the Kinks among them. The Kinks are great, though. Rolling Stones, you could say? Possibly not, actually, because they weren't well known before they made the Rolling Stones, for the most part. Traveling Wilburys, Bob Dylan even transferred his voice to Tom Petty in those days, yeah. The Eagles, man. I love the Eagles, but I'm very biased towards the Eagles, as I think Don Felder is incredible. But Polyphia are brilliant. What Tim Henson does on a guitar is it's not fair how good he is. If I had 1% of his ability, I would be a decent guitar player. And he's got that. What Tim Henson has is he's got audacity. It's the only word I can. He does things that you wouldn't think of. It's inspired. Again, going back to it, playing a nylon string in a metal band makes no sense to anyone but Tim Henson. The Eagles, man, impossible to not. It's absolutely. My bro had freezes over and that's cool. He knows far more about the Eagles than I do. Yeah, Eagles. There's so much. I like the Who, but a bit before my time as well. I love the Who. The Who are great. There's another band you could put in as a super great because all of them were awesome. Entwistle's great, Daltrey's great, Townsend is great, and Keith Moon was great. They could also be said as a super group. Good tennis player, absolutely. Big up Tim Henman. Who are great. I do like the Who because they've got their sound resonates with the sound I want to create, because a lot of my favourite Who album is Who's Next. Who's Next is a great album. And most of Who's Next was recorded with a 6120 Gretsch and a Fender Bandmaster, which is the rockabilly sound. You'd think, what? Pete Townsend was known for playing Les Pauls and SGs, and Marshalls. But most of Who's Next, which includes Won't Get Fooled Again and Barbara O'Reilly's, and let's get that album out. I can find that album on Spotify. If we look at Who's Next, Barbara O'Reilly, Behind Blue Eyes, Won't Get Fooled Again, just to name a few of them. Most of Who's Next was written on a Gretsch and was written on a Gretsch and a Fender Bandmaster. No, yeah, that is the rockabilly sound. A tweed Fender amp and a Gretsch. So the fact he got that sound out of it. Got an SG? Yes, I know. You do have an SG. I also have an SG. It is my child. It's funny how many dual careers. Garth Crooks is a very good country singer. Yeah, Garth Crooks is very good. Not my favourite by any means, but he's very good. Roger Daltrey is now a trout farmer. Got his own fishery. Good on him. The Who are performing very soon, or at least two of the Who are performing. They're doing that very soon. I think it's in November. And very soon I'm going to be seeing I am going to be seeing Kiss. I got a ticket to see Kiss at the O2. So that's going to be awesome. I love Kiss. Kiss are great. Hiya, Ben. Eltel Cockroy. Hello, sir. Hopefully you're well. Thank you for subbing from Perchy's show. So, Perchy's not here at the moment. I need to say thank you to Perchy for getting me over the hill. Perchy's there. Perchy's a great man. Perchy's a great bloke. So a massive big up to Perch. Perch, as I call him. We are just talking about anything, really. At the moment, we're talking music. I love music. Everyone loves music. If you don't love music, what's wrong? Music is beauty. There is something for everyone, and that's the beauty of music. And anyone can like any track. As long as it's well thought out. Garth Crooks, what a striker, yeah. And a good country singer. This is Jose, by the way. I was on the panel, you didn't purchase it. Hello, Jose. Hello. Hopefully you're well, Jose. What is everyone's favourite? But everyone, let's go around. Let's go around the table. All 10 of the coffee beans in chat at the moment, and all those watching around the world. What's your favourite? Most. I mean, we've probably asked this question many a time, but we got a few new viewers, so we might as well ask it again. What is everyone's favourite go-to? We've heard Coover is Led Zeppelin when he wants to relax. Go-to music for relaxation and comfort. Could be anything. That's a great Keith Whitley. That's a great song. Keith Whitley's great. Love a bit of Keith Whitley. And no, it's not from what's his name, Ronan Keating. No, was it Ronan Keating? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It's Keith Whitley. I love my country music. For relaxation, probably Spanish guitar music. Spanish guitar music's great. And have Moves the Cramps, great. And the Gypsy Kings, cool. I am a big fan of country music. So I am a big fan of listening to Luke Combs when I'm on a journey. I love Luke Combs. I think he's absolutely sensational. Brilliant live as well, which is very difficult. Saw him at the O2, which is a very difficult venue to sound right because it's a big venue. The O2 doesn't sound. It's not always the best sounding venue. You've got to have a good sound check. They were fantastic at the O2. They sounded brilliant. I'm a second generation mod, so the Jam or the Specials. Mine differs so much. It could be anything. It could be Led Zeppelin to Tupac. Great stuff. Great stuff. Where do you buy your hats from? Loving the vibe with the beard. I got this one from Scotch and Soda. This was given to me. This one, the one I wore on Perchy's show. It's from Cafe Directo. That was given to me by a coffee company from Costa Rica when I was in Milan. Most of my hats, I get them from Garrison Tailors in London, and they are the people that made the Peaky Blinders hats. So I'm a big fan of Garrison Tailors. There's country music, and then there's bro country. I think Luke Combs is proper country, though. Bro country is stuff like, what's his name? Kenny Chesney. That's bro country. That's bro country. Some bro country is actually pretty good, but they've got to deal with that bro country until they become real country. So I've been listening to a lot of Rhett. We can look it up. What's his name? Thomas Rhett. I've been listening to a lot of Thomas Rhett recently, and he's very good. He's very good. Lainey Wilson's proper. Lainey Wilson, she is awesome. Anyone that's never listened to Lainey Wilson, she is fantastic. She's absolutely brilliant. It's like Dolly Parton meets all the country music you love. She is fantastic. Beatles, Jam, Kinks, Stone Roses, and Oasis. The video, that pedal show, I love that pedal show. With obviously with Dan the Rigman, as he's called, and of course Mick. That they did a video with Noel Gallagher the other day, and it is. If you've not watched this video, I'll post it in the chat. Watch that; it is amazing. Listening to Noel Gallagher talk about stuff. He's a great talker. Big up Perch. Thank you so much for you helping me get to 300 subscribers. It really helps out a lot. And Perch has now joined the mod squad as well. So be careful with Perchy. Be careful with Perch. He's a man on a mission. Big up Perch. Lovely to see you here, buddy. And always great to see you, Perch. I always like to have a chat with Perch. Anytime you are available, and if the coffee show is on, just send me a message and I'll get you on. But always love to chat with Perchy. Perchy's one of my favourite people in the community. It's always fun. Kenny is more like day drinking country. Yeah, it is. I am doing great. I'm not that hot now. I put my tarpaulin up and I am having a great day. Led Zeppelin, Sex Pistols, Metallica, The Kinks, The Jam, The Ramones, Cranberries, Rick Dolores O'Riordan, Kirsty MacColl, Eurythmics, Human League, Bob Marley, Vivaldi, Tammy Wynette, and Wide Range. There's some great music there. Big up, mate, from Perch. What's your go-to coffee? Go-to coffee, as I said to another guy in chat earlier. I can never remember who does what. It's a cappuccino with Brazilian coffee. That's my favourite. We got you over 300. Let's go! Absolutely. Thank you so much, Perch. Coover and I have definitely had the same music taste. Yeah, just good music. Brilliant selection. Add Clannad. Clannad is great. And Iron Maiden to those. Yes, Iron Maiden's good as well. Known Tottenham fan, Bob Marley, absolutely. Love a Brazilian bean, yes. Yeah. Big up, Davo. Davo was here just before we started the stream, so big up, Davo. Lovely to see you as always, sir. Big up, Kuva. There's some bands there, absolutely. Ravel, Debussy, Greg, and Liszt. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Oh, I love no ACD. Where's your ACDC, guys? This is just insulting. This is insulting. You've got to have AC/DC in there. It's my favourite band ever. I love AC/DC. I need to start putting my, as I always like to put the SG in my thumbnails, and I haven't done it recently. I love my. I could talk about my SG for days. My SG. My SG is proof that soulmates exist. Yeah, for those about to rock, we salute you. It's very interesting. And well, it's interesting to me and other guitar players. But it's very interesting how we're all very the same. When you, I listened to Noel Gallagher on that pedal show. And the way he talks about guitars is very similar to the way I talk about guitar. There's like, you find the one. And you never know. You got to find the right one. Good morning from New York, Ben. Good morning, Roy. Hopefully you're well, buddy. Hopefully you are well. Good to see you, Roy. Defo had Maiden and Clan, and I had an enormous playlist. I had an AC/DC. Absolutely, great stuff. Linkin Park is another go-to. Great stuff. I've told this story many a time on this show, and on many people, and it really bores people. But I'm interested in it, so I don't care. I like single cut guitars, which means if anyone doesn't know anything about guitar, cutaways are a thing on guitars, so your hand can reach. For the longest time, well, not the longest time, as my guitar journey started, I discovered that I like single cut guitars. From what I thought, I like single cut guitars. And I was like, I tried a bunch of SGs because, as many people know, I love it. I love AC/DC too much, probably. There's no such thing. It's really cool. Even Hendrix played the SG on a rare occasion. Yes, Red House is an excellent song he did on the SG. Some of his more bluesy stuff where he needed a bit of power, and his Flying V. Good day, Ben. Good day, Perch. Good day, all. AC/DC Back in Black. Top Pick Me Up song. Absolutely, it's an amazing song. The Who, Tibetan folk music, but heavy metal too. There's a song called Wolf Totem. I can't get out of my head. It's excellent. Great stuff, Coos. Great stuff, Coos. I played a bunch of SGs and I hated them all. They were all neck divey. They didn't feel right. They felt weird to play. And I was like, after playing about 4 or 5 of them, I was just like, I don't like SGs. And that made me very, very sad. That made me very sad that I didn't like SGs. So I'm looking for Les Pauls. And most of the Les Pauls I tried were too heavy. They were more in that 9.5, 10 pound range, which is too heavy for me. Even though I'm sitting down, like with the physical guitar sitting on my lap, it felt like my leg was getting crushed. So I'm looking for a Les Paul that's about 8.5 pounds, which I don't know what that is in kilograms. But then a couple of months ago, we went into my favourite guitar store in London, which is 6060 Sounds in Denmark Street. If you don't know, get to know. I saw, so I was looking for Les Pauls, of course, and I was thinking about 335s as well because I love a 335. Because Clapton played one, Marty McFly played one as well, except that was a 345, which is another reason that Back to the Future's got a massive plot hole in it, even though best trilogy ever, fact, except for maybe Star Wars. It's on par. On par. I saw this SG out the corner of my eye, and Maya, I don't know if Maya's working. I've not seen Maya. Maya's lovely. I said, I've got to try that, don't I? And she was like, yeah, you got to try it. It's not bad. It's a good one, that. All guitar store employees say that guitar's a good guitar. They all do, don't they? But I put my SG, which is now my SG, on my lap. And it was like a thunderbolt hit me. It was like, you know that moment where Harry Potter picks up his wand and his hair goes, everything goes gold and his hair goes everywhere. It was that moment. It was just like, it did a neck dive. It's the perfect weight. The neck sits perfectly when I'm playing it. It's really comfortable to play. Best guitar that I've played so far. And I've played some decent guitars. I've played more expensive guitars that have sucked. So yeah, that's the story of me and my SG, which has probably bored you all. I saw loads of people left, but it is what it is. Have you got a guitar with you? You could play with us a little tune by any chance. No, that's the point of my donation drive. So just if you donate to Tips and Tips PP, there's a link there. Don't have to donate at all. It's totally optional. You are here to have fun, not here to donate to me. But hello.
How are you?
Good, you?
Good, good. Thank you. How was your holiday?
Very hot.
Oh my god, yeah, I can imagine. I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Cheers, Esge. People, it's a train of thought. I am doing a thing. All donations towards the channel are going towards a guitar project that I am doing right now, which is going to be a Stratocaster style guitar, because I like Stevie Ray Vaughan, and every Stratocaster I've played has been terrible. I've never played a good one. I've got a Stratocaster and I don't like it at all. I hate that guitar. But mostly for personal reasons and through bad memories of the moment in my life I was going through with that guitar whilst I was learning to play it. Just one of the reasons I put the guitar down was that guitar, because I just hate that guitar. It's been kinder to me recently, but I still don't like that guitar. So we are going to build a Stratocaster. So all donations towards the channel will go towards me building a Stratocaster. And when my idea is I'm going to paint it with the Great Wave, which is my favourite Japanese picture. And I'm going to write everyone that donated towards the Kauffie caster on the back of that guitar as a thank you to everyone that donated towards it. So yeah, that's that. We're going to have the Kauffie caster here when we've completed it. It's going to be great. Love the Who. The latest bit's a bit more mellow, but still fantastic. Great stuff. Awesome. Parisian Walkways, fantastic song. Fantastic song. Love Gary Moore. Gary Moore's amazing. Remember AC/DC Hails Bells for the first time as a year 7 at my cousin. Actually scared me. It's amazing, that song. Love that song. Love it. Harry Potter went Super Saiyan. Maybe I should have watched those movies. Yes, he did. He did, indeed. He did. Got to go, Ben. Everyone have a great day. Great stream, Ben. Have a great weekend. Absolutely, Stu Boy. We will see you on Monday, sir. We will see you in the chat on Monday. You know when you've had a good chat when I still haven't drunk my coffee yet, but we're going there. Floor Jansen and Nightwish are well worth a listen to. Opera and Metal Fusion really well. It does. Well, it's because metal is very much, it's low if I think about it from a sonic perspective, metal is lot of clarity, lot of low end, so that leaves the perfect spot in the middle for a singer. So it works. Whereas something like rock and roll and opera doesn't necessarily work because most rock and roll guitars are Strats, Tellys, Gibsons, Gretsch's, and they're all very mid-range focused. Look at AC/DC and ZZ Top, two names just out of my head, all mid-range. So if you put an opera singer there, it would bury it. It would bury it in the mix. But metal and opera, with clarity and low end, perfect scoop mid-range. You don't really hear a lot of mid-range metal. Floyd, of course. Absolutely. Always misunderstood. You've just got to think about it from a musical perspective. All music is good music if it's written well. Doesn't matter what the genre is. Thin Lizzy, The Cult, The Cure, James. Yeah, good stuff. But that's all we need to know, really. But I'm a fan. But I'm very simple. I like mid-range sound. I like mid-range. So that is why I like stuff like AC/DC, ZZ Top. Stuff like that. Like a bit of Queen. Queen is very mid-range focused, but the thing that makes Queen good, that sort of guitar sound, is he puts a treble booster on it. So it's a lot of mid-range, a lot of treble. Not a lot of low end, which really helps. It helps bring out the drumming capability of Roger Taylor and also of can never remember the bass player, but it brought out the rhythm section of the Queen band, and that's why it's such a good thing. But then you've also got Freddie Mercury's voice, which cuts through perfectly because it's low, high, mid, all the things. But yeah, we could talk about this all day, but unfortunately, that hour has gone very quickly again. It's gone very... John Deacon. I've avoided mentioning AC/DC to see if Ben got whacked. I just love AC/DC. He did a little, but they're fantastic. Absolutely. I'm never getting wound up. It just makes me too happy. But that is it for the week. We will be back on Monday afternoon here at the Kauffie Company. I'm not sure if Brian and I are going to record a video this weekend. We might do a weekend review on Tottenham on Tour. But yeah, you'll definitely catch us next Monday, 2 p.m. as always. The only person that streams at 2 p.m. weekdays, except for Wednesday, which we stream at 3:30. But thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to all the new viewers sent over from Perch. A massive thank you to Perchy for getting me over 300. Thank you to everyone for your tremendous support of me and the channel and all of my little projects that I've got coming up. Look forward to seeing you on Monday. I've been the Cough. I live my life with a smile on my face and a Gibson on my back. And as always, if you smell what the Cough is brewing. Thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a wonderful weekend. We will see you soon. Goodbye. Ciao for now.
A little different than all the rest. I quite old-fashioned where I had sometimes played chess. And when